Okay guys, sorry I picked the wrong one. My controller button switched.
Navigating that press conference was tougher than staring down a full-on blitz, but I got it done. Afterwards, I was surprised to get a text from Coach Vaitai.
Hey, whoop whoop. I'm live. I'm at the start of my last season, and everybody's doubting me. Uh, they think I'm basically washed up, and yeah. So our win streak right now this season is 0-3. You didn't think that thing through clearly.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The hell happened?
EA Sports coverage of the
Oh.
NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Chicago Bears and themselves.
Thank God my headset's charged. Alright, bro, here we go. You want to watch me on the phone? Okay. I'll leave it paused till you're ready. All right. No, that's share play. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. All right.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
I'm playing.
About a yard deep. And no alley to be found.
Oh, it's the Bears versus the Bears.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, Robinson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Robinson. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there. That forces the
White.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So, CD, here we are heading towards midseason, and it has not been the greatest of starts for the veteran running back. But he's had so much success in his career, but many on social media, the morning talk shows, wondering if he's finally lost a step. What have you seen?
Well, to me, I think he still could be a big-time runner. But you and I both know that it almost happens overnight where you lose that step. Now, there have been reports that this might be his final go-round. And you and I both know he doesn't want to go out this way because this has been a Hall of Fame career, and he wants to go out on top. But I do get the
Oh, what? I don't think so.
Sat him down for a one-on-one. So let's see how this thing wraps up.
Not in this game.
He'll rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Robinson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumbled a great field position. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. This will be caught about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season. Both
Yes, you fucking can, she says.
will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Firing quickly
Don't
here,
worry
and it's
about it, baby.
complete.
Don't worry about it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I just 2-point conversion to my own team.
Ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. First and 10. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and...
And look at this. Big gain to fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so.
Fuck.
There's your end result right there.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets through, and now
This is
an
too
opening.
easy right here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know
Get her
where to go 'cause they get them in every direction.
done.
Set to kick off.
Super duper dub club.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the...
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
How's she doing on the game?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around. I think the ball's out, but I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to... And if they're good,
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's gonna
oh, boy.
Looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears add on. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw is Robinson. Looking to throw on second down. And he makes the tackle. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Robinson throwing on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Robinson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I was smashing. Oh, you stupid fucks.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Robinson to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Robinson will get that complete to his tight end Kmet. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's job.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The kicker here is complete.
Fuck.
And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble.
Hold on. They'll come back.
The Bears now ready to take over again.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Robinson now looking to throw on second down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, it's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And the second down throw on target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the
That's
Bears
how we do it, baby.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 31 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
Oh, shit!
But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on second down. Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Bring this one back. The final return for a Bears touchdown. Second time he...
Hold on, I got a phone call. Hey, I'm back.
Lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Recovered by the Bears.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if
now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Robinson throwing on 3rd and long. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Robinson on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Robinson to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day.
And now the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
The ball's out, fumble near midfield, and this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
10 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't slip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Shit!
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding room to the 20.
Look at that play, bro.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game.
I'll do a replay. I hurdled somebody.
That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that.
Eric. Oh, dang, Blabbit. Is he watching me outside?
He tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Robinson to throw again. Nice man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun. Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Okay.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tackle.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Recovered by the Bears.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to
one last try, guys.
This one hits a
Bring it.
touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.
Where are my stats?
So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I do not own any rights to any music you may hear in this broadcast. Oh, actually, I think we're gonna go eat dinner.
That was a comeback effort for the ages. How were you feeling afterwards?
Relieved, to say the least. A slump at that age can finish you, but I knew I had enough to help the team.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Stay tuned.